Little People, Big World's Tori Roloff reveal shocking detail that caused them to get married. Dear loves, welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Little People, Big World's Roloff and Tori Roloff made some surprising comments about what led up to them getting married. Little People, Big World Season 25 aired from February to May 2024, which ended up being Zach and Tori's final season after the couple announced they were ready to move on and focus on their family without the cameras following their every move. Zach and Tori may have exited LPBW, but they're still making headlines via their podcast. In the most recent episode of their podcast, Raising Heights, Zach and Tori revealed a discrepancy they had while they were dating that led them to get married almost 10 years ago. Zach admitted that he actually wanted to keep dating Tori a little longer. However, Tori had other ideas. Zach said on their podcast, "I was totally cool dating," and Tori was like, "All right, let's get this show on the road." That mindset caught Zach off guard as he remembered thinking at the time, "Already we just started." By that point, Zach and Tori had been dating for 4 years, which Tori considered a long time to wait for marriage. As she explained, "I was waiting for it. I'm like, dude, I can't. Time is ticking, bro." Tori was 24 at that point in her life, and she wanted to get the show on the road and didn't want to keep waiting for a wedding. Tori's timetable is what got Zach finally on board with marriage. Interestingly, despite wanting to take that giant step in their relationship and get married, Tori wasn't super confident within her own relationship. While dating Zach, she felt very insecure because she was worried that her then-boyfriend was going to wake up one day and decide to move on and date other women. Tori kept having this thought in the back of her mind that Zach would go, "Oh, I want to go sample something else, like I've had enough of this flavor." A big reason why Tori had that worry was because she was Zach's first date, first kiss, and first everything. Fortunately for her, Zach never had that on his mind, which he admitted during the podcast episode. That's when he commented on the fact that he wanted to keep dating Tori some more before thinking about getting married. She seemed to breathe a sigh of relief on Raising Heights that everything worked out for them as Zach and Tori looked back on their relationship and marriage to each other. It quote, "S unknown at this point. If the Roloff family's reality show will be renewed after the recently wrapped Little People, A Big World Season 25. With Zach and Tori no longer participating, the network will have to decide if it's worth it to continue on with the remaining cast members. The LPBW Season 25 finale felt like a series finale, so if that ends up being the final episode, then at least it had what felt like a proper ending. Zach and Tori will keep sharing their lives, but going forward, it will be via their podcast and social media. When it comes to matters of the heart, Tori Roloff was her husband Zach Roloff's first everything. On an episode of The Little People, Big World Couples Raising Heights podcast released on May 23rd, Zach recalled his first impression of Tori after the first date, after Tori opened up about a piece of self-doubt she felt during the early stages of their courtship. "One of my biggest insecurities dating you is, I was always kind of like, are you going to want to see what else is out there?" she explained. "I was your first date, your first kiss, your first everything, and I was always kind of in the back of my mind, like one day, he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, oh, I want to go sample something else, like, I've had enough of this flavor. I want to go try something else." While Zach assured her he didn't remember ever having those thoughts, he admitted that he probably could have dated a little longer before tying the knot. "I was totally cool dating and you were like, all right, let's get this show on the road," he recalled, joking. "I'm like, oh, okay, like already we just started." "That's 4 years, that's a long time," Tori laughed. "I was waiting for it. I'm like, dude, I can't, time is ticking, bro." "Well, if it wasn't going to be with you, I was sitting there like, well, hold on, I'm already 24 at this point. I gotta get the show on the road." The couple met when Tori was working on the Roloff farm and spent the 2010 pumpkin season picking squash with Zach. They eventually began dating in 2011 and went on to get married on the family farm in July 2015. Since then, they've welcomed 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Little People, Big World star. Tori Roloff has a heart of gold, and while she doesn't have much time to focus on self-care, she did embark on a fitness journey. What Tori's doing is working as her face looks much slimmer lately. Tori, always feminine and nurturing, has more going for her than looks. A lot more. Tori's a real wife, not a clout chaser or gold digger. In Little People, Big World Season 25, she was there for her husband, Zach Roloff, when problems with his shunt gave him excruciating headaches. Zach has problems that affect Tori. For example, he's feuding with his father. In Little People, Big World Season 25, they were barely civil, repressing their anger with one another when Matt Roloff visited Zach and Tori's house to see his grandchildren. Zach believes that his father, Matt, promised to sell him Roloff Farms. Matt says he didn't make that promise. Zach's dad put a portion of the farm up for sale, and when he did, he paid a heavy price. Part of Tori's beauty comes from within. She's a mellow and kind person who does everything for her husband and children. There's something so soothing about Tori, she's genuinely nice. She never seems like one of those people who's with a Roloff for the wrong reasons. Karen Chandler in Little People, Big World's Chris Marek may be using their partners Matt and Amy Roloff respectively, but Tori seems to be in it for love. She goes out of her way to make her family feel comfortable. Tori isn't a typical reality star. She isn't overly superficial. Tori understands what's important in life. Other reality celebs could probably learn a lot from Tori, who's all about patience. Fans can discover interesting facts about Little People, Big World celeb Tori's weight loss journey in the clip above. She's posting a lot of Instagram stories and other social media content. Her pictures and videos show her body makeover progress. It's not easy to slim down with 3 small kids to take care of. Tori cleans the house, plays with her children, and cooks. She's extremely busy with school runs and so much more. She even makes time to put cute little notes in Jackson's lunchbox. He reads the messages at school. Despite a hectic lifestyle in an idyllic area battleground, Washington Tori is losing weight. In October 2020, as per In Touch Weekly, Tori started going to the gym. In the cute Instagram reel posted below, Tori jokingly griped about Zach and Tori Roloff have officially stepped away from their family's reality show, Little People, Big World, after 25 seasons. Zach, the 33-year-old son of Amy Roloff and Matt Roloff, has been with the show since it began in 2006. On Tuesday, the TLC series celebrated another season finale, which also marked Zach and Tori's exit amid ongoing family tension. During the episode, Amy and husband Chris Marek share a meal, and Chris asks if things between Zach and Matt are thawing. "No," Amy admits. Of course, he's the father and grandfather, but I don't think they'll ever look at it in that father-son bonding relationship type of thing. Amy adds in an aside interview, "I don't really know what type of relationship or any of that stuff that the kids now have with their father, especially with all the farm stuff now going on, especially with Jeremy and Zach. And that's something for them to work on." Exes Amy and Matt share kids Zach, 33, Jeremy, 33, Molly, 30, and Jacob, 27. Zach's siblings all left the show prior to his departure. The mother of 4 notes that she's glad she has a relationship with all of her kids, saying, "That's what I'm happy about." Chris notes that Amy's kids don't visit much, suggesting they move to Idaho, where his family is from. Amy is hesitant, noting that when Zach and Tori moved, it changed their dynamic. Later in the episode, Matt and his fiancée, Karen Chandler, talk about building a playground on their property. When Karen notes that Zach and Tori and their kids don't come around anymore, Matt replies, "I'm always hopeful that Zach and Tori will bring the kids around, and if not, the kids will be coming around later in life." In an aside interview, Karen adds that she still loves Zach Tori's kids, saying, "Just because it's now ended sad doesn't mean that that didn't exist. Those memories I'm holding on to. I don't know the future. It doesn't look bright at this moment in time, but I'm not going to give up hope. Just because we missed a couple years, there's always relationships to be rebuilt." Zach takes his kids to pick blackberries, reflecting on how his childhood will be different from theirs. "Growing up on the farm, I spent a lot of time outdoors, and I definitely want that same experience for our kids," Zach shares. "The farm was part of my life, and it's not going to be part of our kids' lives the same way it was mine. No one's holding grudges, no one's intentionally not going to the farm. There's just no interest. The kids don't ask A's for his relationship with his dad," Zach says. "That ship's all sailed. There's not much of a relationship. It's just doing our own thing. Time might even it out, but everything will be healed. It'll just be different." Little People, Big World brothers. Jeremy and Zach Roloff aren't happy that their dad, Matt Roloff is hiring new employees at Roloff Farms, says a source. The tensions between the Roloff family continued to grow following season 23 of Little People Big World, as viewers watched the events unfold on-screen and off-screen. Matt listed the north side of the farm for sale after negotiations fell through with his two eldest sons, twin brothers Jeremy and Zach. Jeremy and his wife, Tori Roloff, attempted to purchase the farm, but according to Tori, they were misled. Last season, LPBW viewers watched as Zach's negotiations with his dad went south, ending in a tiff between the father-son duo. According to a source close to the Roloff family, Jeremy and Zach, 32, are upset because Matt is looking to hire new farm hands rather than including his sons. Matt is hiring new workers for the farm so he can focus a little more on himself and get the new house on the farm completed, an insider told Jeremy and Zach, however, aren't happy about the idea. According to the source, they are both upset with him, but it's something that's already been spoken about in the past, and it's Matt's decision to make as they start to move forward. Jeremy and Zach's younger brother, Jacob, 25, has been helping their dad with work on the farm. However, according to the U.S. Sun, Matt is looking to hire 2 to 4 new full-time farm employees to assist with the youngest Roloff siblings' workload. Matt, 60, recently shared a social media post asking for strong and reliable employees to work on Roloff Farms for their busiest time of the year, pumpkin season, their biggest moneymaker, which attracts more than 30,000 people annually. According to Matt's post, he's looking for employees to help with tent setting up and down, lawn mowing, weed whacking, parking lot setting up, moving hay bales, and working closely with our farm artist, and they must have a good attitude as a team player. Matt's ex-wife and mother of their 4 kids, Amy Roloff, voiced her thoughts on her ex-husband not reaching an agreement with their boys to purchase the farm, and she sided with their sons. During an episode last season, Amy expressed that she was sad that her grandkids wouldn't get to enjoy the farm where her kids were raised. "It's just very disappointing that I won't see their families and grandkids, run around the farmhouse, run around the property, and just see what they're gonna do with it," Amy shared. "I just think it's sad. Don't hold your breath for more episodes of Little People Big World." Amy Roloff opened up about the future of the series and admitted there were no future plans for new episodes of the long-running series after season 25. "My family and I really needed to take a break," Amy, 62, wrote in a lengthy message posted on Instagram on Tuesday, October 22nd. "Being a parent means raising your kids to find their own path, and I'm here to support them as they do just that." The latest season of Little People Big World aired on TLC from February to April. Zach Roloff was the last of his 4 siblings to continue filming the series, which first premiered in 2006. His twin brother Jeremy Roloff and his wife Tori stepped away from the show in 2018, while their younger sister, Molly Roloff, opted for a private life with her husband Joel Silvius around 2016. The youngest sibling, Jacob Roloff, still assists on Roloff Farms, but has not appeared on camera since 2016. "One of the things I've learned in life is to take each day one at a time, especially when things feel tough. You never think you're going to make it through, but step by step you do," Amy continued in the caption. "Thank you for all of the love and support you've shared with me over the years. It means the world to me." Zach, 34, and his wife Tori Roloff had long teased their eventual departure from filming but confirmed the news during a February episode of their Raising Heights podcast. TLC stars Zach Roloff and his wife Tori Roloff's love life aired on Little People Big World, where TV lovers watched them wade through different family dynamics and several allegations against the show. Prior to marrying Tori, Zach appeared on the show alongside his siblings Molly, Jeremy, and Jacob Roloff, as well as their parents, Matt and Amy Roloff. Fans watched him evolve into a family man who navigated his relationship with Tori through marriage and parenthood for several seasons. Despite Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff's seemingly endearing and stable lifestyle on TLC, the couple decided it was time to quit their family's show Little People Big World after 25 seasons. Since leaving the show, the couple have explored new ventures away from the TV life they had come to know. This article will look into the Roloffs' lives outside LPBW, their decision to quit, and a brief look into their marriage. Zach Roloff was the last Roloff child on Little People Big World. as his siblings left years before his exit. His siblings are twin brother Jeremy and younger siblings Jacob and Molly Roloff. The TV star and his wife, Tori Roloff, displayed their martial life from 2010 until early 2024. Zach, the oldest son of Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, had been on the show since it premiered in 2006. The end of his TLC stint was indicated by a major change in his family life with Tori Roloff. The pair left Oregon for a new location. Zach and Tori's lives away from the Roloff farms saw them relocate to Battleground, Washington with their 3 children. The couple, who tied the knot in 2015, bought a 3,300-square-foot home in 2021. At the time, Tori shared the news of their relocation on social media, writing, "Moving away from Oregon and severing ties with their long-running reality series also meant Zach and Tori Roloff needed a new source of living. However, this did not come off as a challenge to the couple. Long before ending his stint, Zach had other sources of income. The oldest child of Matt and Amy Roloff may have been on his family's TV series for a long time, but that was not the only way he grew his wealth. Besides the TV show, the TLC star worked as a tour guide on Roloff Farm, where customers paid $350 per ticket. Zach Roloff's tour guide job ended after he and his father's disagreements over purchasing the farm. Zach and his wife launched their podcast Raising Heights the same month they exited Little People Big World. Aside from the podcast, Tori owns a photography business. The former kindergarten teacher is also a social media influencer. While Zach Roloff and his family are happy in their new home, his time on the farm and his appearance in his family's series were a major contribution to his wealth. However, it is no surprise that he is doing just fine without the show. During the podcast host's time on TLC, he worked as a coach for youth soccer teams in Oregon, and he enjoyed the role. Zach also openly shared his passion for the sport. He revealed in an interview with Lock Laces in 2017, Zach Roloff's love for soccer goes beyond being a coach for youth teams. He competed with the USA team in 2018 in the first Copa American Dwarf World Cup. Zach, who had a complicated relationship with his twin brother Jeremy, helped America win against Great Britain in the World Dwarf Games soccer finals in 2013. The TV star also played for the United States Dwarf Football Association in 2023. It is no secret that Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff media careers have been a huge part of their relationship. However, parenting has also been an essential part of the couple's life. The former reality TV stars are parents to son Jackson Kyle, daughter Lila Ray, and son Josiah Luke, who all have dwarfism. They experienced some parenthood challenges in June 2024 when their daughter Lila was operated on for her tonsils and adenoid removal. Leading up to when the TV stars left Little People Big World.